Hi, welcome to Bride Society. I'm Laura and this is Rebecca.
Today we are talking about hen party / bachelorette inspiration. So if you're looking for something that's maybe a bit more than a night out or karaoke spa day, then we have come up with a list of ideas to get the mind going and inspire you. And in full disclosure, it's partly a selfish endeavour because I do have a hen party to plan for somebody, so I was like, what are we going to do? All that said, if you are planning a night out and are looking for games, or you're having a night in and are looking for game ideas, we do have other videos for those specific things and we'll link those in the description box below. But all that said, here is our rundown.
So probably kind of a classic idea, afternoon tea. So you can either go out for afternoon tea in just a restaurant, a hotel, somewhere like that, or you could do something maybe slightly more unusual. For example, in London they have a double-decker bus where you can have afternoon tea while having a tour around the city. So there's different ways just to make it slightly more interesting.
Yes. I always imagine them like having to like do a hard break or something, but I have seen the bus. It is kind of cool. Cocktail making, yeah, I appreciate it. Builds in the kind of classic alcohol element to a hen party bachelorette, but with a touch of class. Yes.
You might want to do a craft workshop. So there's lots of different things you could do and various different workshops that are put on, but ones we've seen include maybe doing a lingerie making class. So that's a bit more, I feel like, along the hen party lines.
Yeah, it gives it the twist to it. Yeah. I like it. There's also something called secret cinema. I'm sure there's other companies' variations out there, but basically like an immersive theatre experience. So that one is down in London. They've done things like Stranger Things, Dirty Dancing, Bridgerton. So it's like a themed theatre thing where you get dressed up in the genre of that film as a group, and you go around and experience the theatre. So it's not necessarily like a sat down thing, which I think is quite cool.
You could have a dance class. So go to a studio with a choreographer and learn a dance routine, like we're all 13 again in our
Spice Girls
sleepovers, learning a dance routine. And if you love it that much, you could even perform on the wedding day.
Yeah. Comes on and like like a flash mob almost. So you just all suddenly run on the dance floor when that song comes on. I like that. Horse riding. You know, maybe you've done it as a kid or something like that, or any kind of sort of animal related memory like that. Yeah, a horse riding lesson. I have done one of those for a hen party. It was quite good fun.
You could do a life drawing class. So again, kind of slightly away from the stripper genre of bachelorette hen party, but there's maybe still some nakedness involved. Learning a new skill. Or you could just do a painting class. There's lots of classes like paint and prosecco, so you could go out for an evening, have some fun, being a bit arty and having a nice time.
Yeah. Maybe you want a more traditional theatre trip, so not maybe the immersive stuff. If that's not your vibe, you're like, get away from me. It's something I did for my hen party. We went to it was a dance performance theatre piece.
It was good.
Probably not the technical thing, but very much my thing. I went to the Strictly Come Dancing or Dancing with the Stars, depending what country you're watching this from. Yeah, so that was good fun, and then you do something else after too.
Yeah. You could go ceramic painting. So this is where you go and decorate pre-made items. So you could even have sort of kind of a permanent memory guest book of the day, where I've seen this where all your hen party guests kind of in their ceramic paint do a fingerprint. You can either turn that into something or just leave them as fingerprints and write their initials on, and then maybe on a plate or a vase or something you've got a keepsake for after the day. Or you could just do a pottery workshop where you're actually making something out of clay.
What about an escape room? They've been quite popular. Great idea for a hen party bachelorette. There's obviously lots of places you can go to do that. You can also buy packs to do it at home as well if you didn't want to go somewhere. There's different ways of doing that and involving everybody.
You could do a flower crown workshop or a floristry workshop. So you could either just have fun making flower crowns, and then if you're maybe going out later on in the evening, you can all wear them, or if you're doing some activities, you can then all wear your flower crowns. Or a slightly different type of floristry workshop might be useful if you're planning on doing your own flowers for your own wedding, that you can learn some skills along the way whilst having some fun, and then use those for the wedding.
Genius. What about a cooking class or a baking workshop, something like that? Again, maybe good skills for the wedding, if you're planning to make edible favours or something like that. I'm definitely put the baking one, I think, is the way I would go personally. Sweet tooth, sweet tooth.
You could do a scavenger or treasure hunt. So there are companies that will do this where that you get given clues and you're basically let loose across the city and you have to go and find things. Or you could do a scaled down version if you may be going away for the weekend and staying in a house with all your hen party guests, then someone could have taken charge and created one for wherever you're staying. So different ways to incorporate that kind of activity.
If you're looking to get a little more physical on your hen party, maybe something like zorbing. If you're wondering what zorbing is, it's kind of those like huge like inflatable balls. You maybe feel a bit like a hamster on a hamster wheel, where you kind of go inside and like sort of roll down hills and run. Kind of fun. Or it kind of falls into like maybe the laser tag paintballing type genre of things, which is kind of want to kind of have a laugh and get physical.
You could do a murder mystery, so you could either go away for like a murder mystery weekend as an organised one, as like a hotel or something, where often you get dinner and then there are actors and you're then part of the murder mystery. Or you can do it at home yourself. There are kits in a similar way to the escape room. If you're just somewhere in a house or at home, do it yourself.
Wine tasting. Again, if you may be lucky enough to live in a sort of wine tasting country or nearby an area that does that, again, you could go on a little sort of tour with a designated driver around, or indeed specific like bars might offer this for you as well. Or again, you can kind of get sort of little kits off places like Not on the High Street, that kind of thing, to order in to do at home if you wanted to kind of create your own wine tasting session, and that could be useful for maybe picking out what wines you want to serve at your wedding.
That's a good idea. You could go on a boat trip or like a river cruise boat trip, and often there are, if you're somewhere that offers these river cruises near you, they often do like party packages or like dinner and a cruise package, so you can enjoy your meal while just like pootling along on the water.
Circus Skills. I mean, that would probably be quite a good laugh, and hopefully not too dangerous.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, maybe don't drink before maybe doing that if that's what you're planning to do. But I think that could be quite good fun.
You could have a makeup lesson. So again, this could be useful if you're planning on doing your own makeup for the wedding, or if you're asking your bridesmaids just to kind of do their own makeup. If you're not hiring a makeup artist, you can go and actually learn how to do it if you're not super confident on what you should be using on to like last all day on the wedding day.
How about a race day? Now, this could be interpreted two ways. You want to go to something like York Races or somewhere where there's horse racing, they have like a ladies' day, you can get all the kind of, you're probably getting dressed up for your hen party anyway, but like properly all done up. Or indeed, like car racing, like motor racing, so you get down to a track and you can race each other, go around and all that kind of thing. Again, fun, quite different from each other, but racing.
You could do a food tour, so depending on where you live or where you're having your hen party, I've seen these in different European cities where you go around with a guide and try lots of speciality foods for the day, or there are various cities in the UK that also offer something similar, so if you just want a bit of a foodie day, why not?
Why not? Especially if you're planning a drinky evening, a
Yeah.
foodie day might be a good way forward. Going to a comedy club, having a few laughs, that's a definite winner, and entertainment built in. I think that's a good night planned.
And the final one for this list, again, if you want to do something a little bit physical and maybe get some aggression out. Axe throwing. I feel like this has become quite popular recently. Places are popping up all over the place. So you can go and throw some axes, have some food, have a few drinks, maybe after the axe throwing.
My local axe throwing place, it does have a drinks list to be served with. Yeah, I thought that was questionable myself.
But I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, get the sort of any wedding planning stress out. Yeah, I like it. So that's our kind of 25 hen bachelorette inspiration. We hope that's helped kind of spark a few ideas for you and you're feeling a bit more chilled about the prospect of having to plan this hen party bachelorette for your bride-to-be. Let us know what you can end up doing. We're curious, and if there's anything else that you've thought of or that you're maybe planning to build in as part of the event, add them into the comments below to help out other bridesmaids that are maybe watching this and trying to plan that. But we hope you liked it. If you did, if you can hit the like button and hit subscribe for more content like this. But otherwise, we'll see you next Friday.